they're doing now with the monsters that are Facebook, Google, and all these other internet giants is they are ensuring as much as possible you only see what you already believe. Ignorance is still a choice. They're trying to make it no longer a choice by suppressing alternative information. So, as Tesla said, they can think deeply within the program, but they can't think clearly, so they see beyond the program. This guy who is perceived by so many to be crazy because he's talking outside the box, how could I be writing these things all that time ago and now mainstream science is catching up? Why? Because something Tesla said. You can think deeply and be quite insane, but you need to be sane to think clearly. And what Tesla said is that mainstream science thinks deeply, but doesn't think clearly. You don't need a scientific mind to understand reality. You need a free one. And the scientific mind can be a massive drawback to understanding reality. Because if you look at a human life, it is 24/7 almost downloading of a program of perception. Look at it. You come out of the womb, you are immediately influenced in your perceptions of the world by your parents, who've been through the same programming process you're about to go through, and are not passing it on to you through malevolence, but because they think it's real. So immediately you're out the womb and you're already having your perceptions directed and molded by your parents. Then, 3, 4, sometimes 5 years only after you enter this reality, you're sitting at a desk and an authority figure called a teacher is telling you at least 5 times a week, hours and hours a day, what is, what isn't, what's right, what's wrong, what's possible, what's impossible, what's happened, what's not happened. And in terms of control, they're telling you when you have to be there, when you can leave, when you can eat, when you can talk, when you can go to the toilet. You've only just arrived, and this is going on. And then all the way through your formative years, right into your teenage years, this download of the state's version of reality is going on. At the same time, your parents, when you're younger, are confirming, except those that have expanded their awareness, they are confirming that what you're being told at school is true. All the people around you, your peers and your friends and your acquaintances, are going through the same programming system, and they're confirming to you it's true. Every time you turn on the mainstream media, and much of the alternative, let me say, they are telling you the same thing is true. And so on and on and on it goes. And then there's not only the download of the perception, there's also the policing of the perception. If you challenge what you're being told at school, then you are a disruptive influence in the classroom. If you question what I call the postage stamp consensus, what this download is telling us to believe in terms of its narrowness of possibility, then your peers ridicule you or call you crazy because you're challenging this norm. Next stage,